What's the big deal? Like, she messes up, she's like, the mob gonna get her? I'm confused. Maybe she's just shy.
The game began with 3,500 points in chips for each man. House chips come in 2 sizes, small and large. The one who is winning, it was a victim. For last hand, defendant play with all chips on table and lose. Moment loss was decided. Defendant grabs butter from table and, well, you know.
Okay, looking at this picture, it does seem to be a one-sided game. Right?
The court knows poker was the defendant's life. Failure must have been a bitter pill to swallow.
Yeah, how many times have I heard them words? I done it in a fit of anger. Yeah, common tale, but a true one.
Methinks this judge watches too many old court movies.
Did you really just say that? Apollo? What? How old is Apollo supposed to be, bro? We can't find out. Dog, is he like 15? Like,
methinks judge is shoey.
Starts talking like a weeb. Sorry, I'm easily amused. All right, let's the serious competition. Okay, they had money, 2 sizes, small and large. That's not a big deal. Why no medium, Ms. Olga? That's so suspicious. No. The one who was winning was the victim. Last hand, defendant play with all chips on table. Well, how can that be? Let's look at it, right? There's an odd number of red. Not red cards, red. Yeah. I mean, this is such a actually thing, but it's gotta be the right answer. Your Honor, that's... I just got farted on. I got smacked. I got cracked and popped like a zit. Let's hear out on this part then. The last thing.
And what happened next? You admitted that part. Even to think of it now, I shake and tremble. I did not believe such thing would happen.
What such thing? You have to actually say it in court.
Please, you must believe. I had no idea. How could such a thing occur?
Please be specific with this such thing.
Nyet. The defendant had been hitting victim. I saw it all happen. Right before my eye. I saw butter coming down on victim head.
Decisive, isn't it, Your Honor? My witness saw the very moment of the crime.
Remember, your force goes to gather information, Apollo. You can't be skipping around, but I want to!
Look out, Contradiction. Here comes justice.
Other than, okay, then let's talk about the chips. Because I feel like this is the discrepancy.
Are the chips in this photo all the chips that were used?
Duh, of course.
She seems kind of fishy about these chips. Should I press harder? Why not? Maybe explain a bit about them?
I'm not much of a gambler. I'm 14 years old, as you know.
Explain? What is there to explain?
Oh my god.
My machine is on the fritz. Sorry. No, this is my natural voice. I don't have a voice module. Poker chips are poker chips. They're not fish and chips, boy. Not a chip off the old block.
Okay, I get it. And I pressed her. I better ask something. What are these chips worth? Are they in dollars or rubles, you know? Yet, as I've been saying before, it was a game, not gambling. Hard perhaps for capitalists to understand.
Whoa.
2 type of chip, 1,000 and 100 point. It is not money, da?
Justice. Why do you keep saying my name like that? Don't you find her comment interesting? In more ways than one, sir. I have it added to a testimony myself. Yes, add. Okay. I do think this deserves further scrutiny. Added to the testimony. Wish I knew where I was going with. So I already know, bro. You think I'm my first game? God dang.
Your Honor, I will add it. Okay. 1 kind of chip is worth 100 and
There are two kinds. Okay. They begin with 3,000. Okay, so I guess we'll just press this, right?
Mr. Gavin says testimony's important. To be honest, I have no idea why.
So just do the court have a favor and think of what you might want to say before raising your hand. We are not in kindergarten, even though you look like one.
Sorry. Better think of something to ask and quick. 2 types of chips.
Da?
The small ones are 100 and the big ones are 1,000.
Just double checking. Ta! What the crow's that? That does sound so weird. It scares me.
Don't waste our time.
Crud. Is that all?
Yeah.
I guess we gotta hunt for... I know what I want to say, but god dang it.
I'm the one who looks dumb now. Crud.
Please try not to embarrass me like that, Justice. Dang, this guy's busting our balls. There's a clear contradiction in the information you have in your hands. What? Simple matter of calculation. Go, count. Do simple addition. Did they teach that yet in your grade? We're not in kindergarten after all.
Calculation. Okay. Okay.
What I'm trying to do is combine these two, because we know the totals are identical. One chip is worth... But the other... This total does not add up. Right? So do we just press this again? And say, well, you know... 1,000, 2,000, 3,000... Like, there's clearly more at stake here. Also, the chips are not balanced. Objection! I'm doing it. Why not?
You're sure it was the victim who won?
Absolutely sure. Oh my god.
It seems our new attorney is a bit confused on simple addition.
Jesus Christ.
At a glance, and the picture's enough to tell you who won. If you're not in kindergarten.
Just for safety's sake, you know, I definitely know my simple arithmetic. What were the totals? Just so we're all on the same page. Could you explain the problem in the court? Because I get it. I just want to make sure you get it.
Your Honor, in this photo, I see small chips and I see large chips. Tell me, which were worth 1,000 points?
Oh, maybe if it's the red.
Why, the big ones, of course. I thought so, too. But then the totals don't add up. Let's review what the witness told us. Each man started with 3,500 chips, and the combined total value of the chips was 7,000.
Okay, yeah. Let's see, 3 plus 1, carry the... Oh god, it's actually just canon.
They are, Your Honor. Now, look at this photograph. They allegedly shows all the chips.
Right, if it's red chips, he's winning. Dang, bro. I was tripping over the fact that, like, no matter how you slice it, someone had to start with, like, an odd number of the red ones, right? Well, not necessarily.
If the big chips are worth 1,000 points, and the small chips are worth 100, then you add them up.
Don't keep us in suspense. How much? Tell me!
Do it yourself. You aren't in kindergarten, are you? God, that'd be hard to believe. The total's 10,600. The chips just don't add up.
So, this clearly contradicts the witness statement. Okay.
But why? Why? How could this be?
Exactly, Justice. Now that you know the what, you must determine the why.
Okay. There's only one possible way to explain this contradiction.
Starting points are wrong. Chip count was wrong. No, there are chips that are missing. Wait, hold on. Let me actually like break it down. Starts dancing. Okay. 8, 9, 10. Okay, yeah. It is 7,000 total on the table. Phoenix was winning. But at the same time, he still could have smacked the sucker. Chip count was not wrong. Starting points were not wrong. Both were right. And that proves that our client wasn't losing.
Each man began this game with 3,500 points. If all the chips are indeed shown in this photograph, then there can only be one answer.
Well, alright, what is it?
The value of the chips was the other way around.
What? Run that by me. No, teacher, don't erase the board. I'm not done.
Want to know what I think? The small chips are worth 1,000 points, not the big ones.
Madness! Utter madness!
Oh, come on, it's not that serious, man. Show me the photograph of the chips one more time. Okay, let me count it out. Has anyone got a red pen? Anybody? A highlighter? Something? No, whatever. I'll just draw myself. Just starts drawing on his gown. There's 6 small chips, 10. Well, that makes it 7,000 points when you add them all up. I guess the Let's Player did that before I could, but you know. Excellent work, Justice. It's almost as though you figured it out by yourself. Well, I'll be honest, I didn't. I was stuck on the... In reality, you could just get 1 red chip extra, and the other person gets all the gray chips. So it's still a fair game. It's a little clumsy, but whatever. I'm just glad I was the one to see it. Oh, or said it.
But, wait! The value of the chips may be different! That changes nothing!
Okay, the victim did have the larger number of chips, but still... You figured it out. If the small chips are 1,000 points and the large chips are 100, let's do a little math and add up the points, each side of the table.
Can we not do that?
Victim Mr. Smith had 2,900 points, and he had 40, Phoenix had 4,100. He's a high roller.
Well now. Seems Mr. Wright was winning that night after all. It's gotta be a weird celebratory, you know, like, oh man, I'm doing so good. Wham! 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 I mean, I slap my desk when I'm laughing, but...
No, that's impossible.
My client had even less reason to kill the victim. After all, he was winning! Dude, it's the first trial. Calm down. Now, Miss Orley, you must know the true value of the chips, since you were there at the scene of the crime. Weren't you?
Oh man, maybe she wasn't. Dang, I got some peppers in that? Dang, my stomach grumbling. Oh, let's hurry this up, boys. Okay, calm down. Appears our defendant has lost his motive. Mr. Wright's supposed defeat never actually happened.
Your whole case is screwed, Payne. Really?
Let's now ask ourselves whether... Oh. Is that Orly? Did you just cut me off? Can you never do that again? But come on, what is it? What is it?
I do not want to be saying this, but actually, you see,
See what, Miss Orley? What did you see?
in the last hand, there was cheat.
What?
A cheat? You don't mean a trick was being played?
Are there too many aces? Honestly, playing a game of cards with 2 decks is just so effing dumb. I can't even... Alright, what do you mean? A scam. You saw a scam now. They're all the same thing, really.
That was cheat in last hand. That is why game ends with chips as are.
Let me see this crap. Nah, crap, wrong picture. Freaking. God dang, am I good or am I good? Okay. So there's an ace. I don't see it. All the cards match up. There isn't one on the floor, though, in this shot. It could be anything. What could it be? I don't know. Maybe that's the cheat she's talking about? That one heart card? Maybe it's an ace? Ace of hearts? Ooh, ace of hearts does have that. Oh, dump. First he was lying. Now he's cheating. He also got pregnant. No, he got someone else pregnant. This case certainly has taken a turn. For the interesting. Okay, you will please testify to the court. Tell us about this cheating that's going on. You saw the final hand. You saw it firsthand. Out with it, young lady. She's young, but I forget. I don't care.
The last hand, both men had full house. There is full of each card in deck. From ace to king. If you look at both men's hands, cheat is more obvious. The next moment game become argument. Defendant trick was exposed. He took bottle in hand. poor Mr. Smith.
I don't follow. Card tricks, not my forte. Miss Orley, why did you not tell us that from the beginning?
'Cause he's video game, I don't know.
I thought I smelled a cover-up. Well, folks, it's time to throw back the covers. Why'd you gotta say it like that? What is this guy? It's just not doing it for me. I miss Nick, if I'm being honest. A full house, a very high-scoring hand. Not easy to make in my experience ripping kids off.
That alone is enough to suspect less than scrupulous tactics.
Mr. Gavin, I legally can't enter a casino. Can you help me out here? What is a full house?
Lawyers these days, you don't know your poker.
Can't say this bodes well for your case or career if you can't play cards. You don't even know Texas Hold'em? My God, what's he doing?
What is this, some kind of secret court poker ring? Why are you shaming me for not gambling? What?
Justice. You know the terms 1 pair, 2 pair, and 3 of a kind?
Yeah, I got that much.
2 cards the same number makes a pair, 3 makes 3 of a kind. Good. Now picture a hand with 1 pair and 1 3 of a kind. That's not what's happening. Am I tripping? Am I tripping, y'all? Also, no, the card in the bottom left would not be an ace. Wait. Back there. No, that could be a 2 of aces. Maybe? Whatever. God, I'm not good with cards, all right? Oh, they just play it out for us. Perfect. That's a full house. That doesn't sound very easy to make.
You can see each player's hand in this photo.
Wow, it's like I wasn't already looking at that, but they both have full house.
We forget there's an easy way to make a full house and go undefeated for 7 years. You cheat.
Then what's the point of 2 decks? All right. The defense may cross-examine the witness. If he did cheat in the last hand, that still leaves one important question. Mr. Wright lost that hand? If he was cheating, why lose? Whoever's heard of a professional con man losing when they cheat? Was the other guy cheating? Oh no, that gives him motive. Oh my God.
The last hand, both men had full house. There is 4 of each card in deck from 8.
Okay. You look at both of them, the cheat is obvious. Why is it so obvious? Am I just this stupid? God, this would suck to upload a Let's Play. Everyone's like, dude, you didn't know you could do that? Are you stupid? Like, I just quit, bro. I'd be like, all right, I suck. How is it clear? Because I'm pretty sure I get it, but I don't.
Well, the defendant, he played a 5th ace.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. What are you talking about? The dump? A 5th ace.
I still remember both hands very well. Mr. Smith hand has 3 ace, like so. And Mr. Wright, 2.
What's the problem? Wait, what? Oh, wait, what?
Obviously cheating was afoot. Perhaps I should say, a hand.
Your Honor, perhaps this can be added to testimony? Without Mr. Payne's joke. Yeah, okay. Witness will add that to testimony if you'd like. Actually, no, just do it. I'm demanding you. I don't know why I said it if you'd like. There really is no option here. He had 3 aces, Mr. Wright 2. Then why is the crime scene different, Miss Olga? I don't know. Can you just, just so we're on the same page. A 5th ace?
It should not exist, no? I still remember both hands very well.
But it's just recapping this. Where did this card come from, then?
Perhaps you should ask the defendant
Perhaps we should ask the defendant the very question. Adding cards to a deck is no serious taboo. The forging evidence. And forging evidence in court.
Now perhaps it's time for you to say something, Justice. You better. I have no intention of staying quiet. Not me. Better find some contradiction, fast. Am I just like dumb as rocks, or is it like, lady, the crime scene says different. Okay, I was about to say, dude, I'm mad overthinking, bro. This tutorial chapter, they can't go that hard on us. It appears the witness is mistaken.
Mistaken, but my name is Olga.
Yeah, really funny. Look at this piece of evidence. Clearly contradicts what you just said. Okay, the photo of the chips. Is it not? Justice. Perhaps you ought to explain your point in a way the judge can comprehend. In other words, use your finger to point. Okay. I'm a visual learner. Please, don't. Oh, God, would you point it out for me? Sure. Ah, crud, I forgot. Wait, something's funny about this card. Wait, she said he had 3 aces, so yeah. What's going on here? Miss Orley, in your testimony, you made the following claim. Mr. Smith's hand had 3 aces. But as you can see from the crime scene, the victim had only 2.
Really making a grown woman cry? Should be ashamed of yourself, you misogynist! Maybe the witness was simply confused. Perhaps it was the defendant's hand that held the 3rd ace in question.
She said otherwise. Take another look at the evidence. As you can see, the defendant had 2 aces in his hand. Where's this 5th ace? Yeah, see, cheating all right. It's going on right in the courtroom. That sounded cooler in my head. It was the emphasis. The emphasis was lacking. Okay, shut up. 2 aces in each player's hand does make 4 in total, which is, that's the rules. Hardly proof of cheating.
Wait, please. It is true. I've seen it, the 5th ace. That is cheating, I swear to you.
That's odd. She's not backing down from this claim. She must be lying, yet she's so sincere. Right to trust your instinct. Gavin? Who knows what lies in store for us in this trial ahead? Why do you say it like that, bro? What the? Your Honor, if I may, I have a suggestion. Okay, what's that? If you don't mind, perhaps we might examine the actual cards. Mr. Payne?
Yes?
The player's hands that night were set aside as evidence, were they not? The defense would like to request that the cards be shown to the court. Sure, yeah. The prosecution will submit this evidence. Well, which will you examine? Victim's cards or the defendant's cards? I'm thinking the victim. If these cards don't prove cheating was going on, nothing will. Which of these hands is more suspicious? Well, I don't know. I'm kind of inclined to believe Orley because of Apollo's sentence there. You victim's hand. Yes, he's the victim. Let's go with that. It was the victim that changed over the course of the witness's testimony. The defense requests time to examine Mr. Smith's cards. Okay. Bring out the binder. See if he's got any hollows. These jokes doing anything for you? Card game humor? No? Okay. Let's move on. Well, time's a-wasting. Get to it, Justice. Yes, sir. Let's see what we got. Can we... Well, what do you know? Only one of the cards has a blue back. I'm much more of a red guy myself. Blue is so not red. Apollo, god dang. What are you doing? No clues here. No clues here. No clues here. Jesus Christ. Okay. Do we even need to see Phoenix's cards? Like, we got it. Genuinely. When examining evidence, I already looked. Sorry. Let's try that again, shall we? What? I'm doing things in reverse this whole episode. Your Honor, look at this. One of the victim's cards. The back's a different color. We might have just disproven ourselves.
That's possible. No, it is impossible. I put the card in right hand. No.
Is this accent offensive, Apollo? What do you think? What was that, Miss Orley?
None yet. No, I merely said,
Your Honor? Oh, yeah, what is it? Tell me, what is the easiest way to cheat at poker? I mean, I didn't cheat. I never done none of that nonsense. I'm the worst guy to ask about ripping people off. I'll tell you then. One merely needs a friend. A comrade, shall we say. The dealer.
Wait, so you mean this witness, Miss Orley?
She's the cheater. A professional, I'd wager. That was just distracting.
Focus, Justice. Time to take advantage of her. Oh my God, I really just say that. I mean of her mistakes? Whoa!
This video game, what? I can't be saying that, bro. You can't be saying that, Apollo. Young man, you are 14 years old. You That's a bad habit.
Your Honor, please recall the testimony we just heard.
Oh, so I know he's not 14. He's probably like 17.
That's impossible. I put the card in the right hand.
The blue card.
Ergo, Miss Olga Orley conspired to cheat. Not with my client, but with the... Whoa! With the victim, Mr. Sadie Smith! No! Not only did she cheat, she cheated poorly. Therefore, it's not hard to imagine an altercation between her and the victim.
What?
Oh, God, you don't mean. The defense isn't accusing the witness, Miss Olga Orley, are you?
Time for justice! My theme song's playing! There were 3 people in the room at the time of the incident, and if Mr. Wright isn't guilty, then that means I am! No, I'm not guilty. Why'd I say that? I mean, I am sure. The defense accuses the witness, Miss Olga Orley, of murder! Yeah! Whoa!
Oh, okay. Oh, no, there's like a lobster in there. I thought it was like peppers. I can't have no lobster, bro. Okay, Mr. Payne, where is your witness, Miss Olga Orley?
I ran out of batteries. It appears she's lost consciousness, Your Honor.
God, I liked you more with the old one. Mr. Justice?
Yes?
Seems you present a new possibility to the court. One suggestion a connection between the witness and the victim, Mr. Smith.
Is that a good thing? Does that mean...
This court cannot pronounce a verdict to the defendant at the time.
Good. I did it. I held out. Let's go. The defense attorney actually did defense for once.
I don't see any point hanging around here. Prosecution will need to make further inquiries. What?
Mr. Wright, what are you doing?
You can't end this trial here, Your Honor. Not yet.
What nonsense is the defendant spewing? Why?
Think. One of the cards had a different colored back. Don't you wonder what it means?
What are you doing, Mr. Wright? Raising objections right now. You're about to get off the hook. You're so ridiculous.
Mr. Payne, that voice is ridiculous. I don't even know how he does that thing. I got a migraine now. Great. Wright has a talent for ridiculousness. You know that show, Rob Dyrdek? He was on it. It's a little dated reference. You might have seen it. Perhaps we should get to the bottom of things. Let's clear up the facts about the game that fateful night. Okay. As I said before, we all alternated between 2 decks of cards.
That was said before.
2 decks of the club have different colored backs. One blue, one red. 1 color per deck. God, we're learning math. Now we're learning colors. What is this, kindergarten?
Why use different colored backs if it's 2 decks?
We use the same color. 2 decks might get mixed.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. Use different colors and they still got mixed up, though. I don't get it.
We used the red deck for the last game.
Oh,
Oh, you take up all the red cards, then use the blue deck. I see. Okay. That is still odd. For some reason, I have this impression that you were using the blue cards. Me too. I'm sure someone said something about blue cards.
Whatever. In the end, one card of the wrong colored card got in the mix, which means there was cheating.
Yeah, a card slipped in the deck would seem to indicate cheating. Yeah, this card raised 2 serious questions. Apollo? What? It's like calling on me during class. Well, I wasn't falling asleep, Teach. Let's consider the first question, shall we? Think. In the last game, when was the card swapped? When? I wasn't there, dude. What? There are 3 broad possibilities. It could have been swapped before the murder, during the murder, or after the murder.
Well, yeah, thanks for the news bulletin, Mr. Wright. Of course it was...
Oh? Might be as simple as you think, Miss Durpane. Or it might not be. How will we be able to tell? I don't understand. I'd like to hear what Apollo thinks first. When do you think the cards were swapped? When was the card swapped into the deck? Before the murder? During the murder? After the murder? These are all perfectly valid possibilities. Because if you left the scene of the crime to make the phone call, right, that leaves Miss Orley free reign to mess with the cards and construct any narrative that she wants. And yet... Wait, no. She testified otherwise. The blue card. In this situation, who could have placed that there? I hate to say it, but dude, was it you? If you returned to the scene of the crime, you could have used that to cover your tracks. And during the murder, just clearly does not make sense. I mean, there's no time for that. Well, I am smacking him, and then like Phoenix messed with some cards. This has to be why he's saying this. Only Phoenix would know the true answer to this. That's why he's taking hold of the situation. And before the murder would implicate that. Well, the card switch. Well, that is what Orley was saying, right? My gut's saying before. It must have happened before the murder. Because that's why the violence took place. You mean during the game? I wonder about that. Oh, come on, just tell us, you turd. Think. When you're playing poker, which side of the cards face your opponent? Oh, right, the back. Probably don't want to have your cards face up. That's not too smart. No, not something the poker at a court number 3 would be likely to miss. Sorry, never played a game. Chance of my life. Let me think about this some more. It would have to be... then that's back to our previous hypothesis. Someone, once you left the... I don't know. The person that didn't leave the courtroom, or not the courtroom, the scene of the crime, could have done it. Perhaps after the murder? Oh, what? I'm wrong?
What's that? Ridiculousness? It's just a clip show! What's the point of cheating after the hands have been shown? That's so silly.
Maybe it wasn't to win the game. Tell me, how do you swap cards during the game? I'll take silly over impossible. Oh, God.
Take it from me, son. There's a lot of silliness in this world, but very little impossible.
Oh? When the backs of the cards are a different color, he pulled that during the game, he'd be caught in no time. Quite true. That would mean the blue card in question was swapped after the hands were shown. Hence, after the murder. Okay. Where is this leading?
This is going past silly and straight on to crazy. I ask again, what's the point of cheating after the game's over?
It's not to win the game. It's to fabricate the events.
And who would do that?
Who indeed? That's one of the mysteries before us. There's another? A simple yet decisive question must be asked. Who swapped the red card for a blue card?
Who?
The game and murder is done. The victim is dead, so there can be only two.
I don't know.
The defendant, Phoenix Wright, or our witness, Olga Orly.
Okay, so who was it that swapped the red card for a blue card?
I think it was Phoenix Wright. Olga said otherwise. She said she memorized the cards. Phoenix, you tamper with the crime scene? That's not looking good for you. But then, the one who swapped the cards is Mr. Wright. It was you, wasn't it? And why would I do such a thing? Cause... Maybe you're trying to hide the fact that you cheated? That would make sense, but... Swap card was in the victim's hand, right? Oh. Sorry. I'm a nice guy. But I'm not that nice.
Come to think of it, he would like a motive for helping his opponent to win. And if he went upstairs to make the phone call, it has to be Olga.
Why? But she testified otherwise. Must have been Olga Orly who swapped the cards. She was trying to cover up the evidence of the cheating. That does not make sense. Wait, yes it does. Oh, apparently... Sorry. But there's a problem with that explanation.
Okay, just effing tell me then.
The swap card was from the wrong deck. Yeah, a blue card was stuck into a red hand. Okay. Mixing a card from the wrong deck when the backs are different colors. Remember that you're talking about Olga Orly. She was the dealer. Do you really think she would make such a novice mistake?
Actually, I have trouble imagining even the judge would make that mistake.
Give a little more thought, Apollo.
Right. So, it was a third party? Someone we don't know about yet?
The one who swapped the cards wasn't Mr. Wright. And, well, I guess it wasn't Miss Olga either. What are you getting at? The hardly illogical conclusion, I'll admit. As the defense, I think only makes sense for you to name Miss Orly at this point.
Yes, I know, but she was the one who dealt the cards. I can't believe she'd make the mistake of swapping the wrong color deck.
I don't know what to think anymore. Oh my god, it's so hot in here. If the card was swapped during the game, it'd be too obvious. Okay, something fun you like to share with the court, Mr. Wright? Ah, my bad. I was just thinking about how fun all this is. Oh my god, this guy. He's not even the same character anymore. What happened to him?
How about confusing? I have no idea what the defense is claiming anymore. Your Honor, if the one who swapped the card wasn't the defendant, wasn't Miss Orly, then who the heck was it?
That is the question, isn't it? Precisely. Oh, what? I believe we're about to see this case take a new direction. Oh my god. You know what I mean? We'll find that indeed after the murder. Someone swapped one of the cards in the victim's hand. And that someone made two critical mistakes. I'm sure you're going to tell us that the first was swapping the wrong color card. Because the one who did the swap didn't know two colored cards were being used. The other mistake was the number on the card. Well, what? Excuse me?
Right. The person placed the fifth ace with a king.
I'm sure whoever swapped it wasn't expecting there to be a fifth ace. After all they knew was the game had been won with a full house.
So, like, it's somebody that wasn't present. It had to be a third party.
They picked up a king from the table and swapped it in.
Oh, what?
But there's one problem. According to the case record, this person doesn't exist.
True. Not until now. You have to admit the possibility of a fourth person. No, it's more than a possibility. There was someone else there that night at the scene of the crime. It's the only thing that makes sense. Dang, okay, Apollo Justice. All right, you got me. This one's getting juicy. I believe the judge spoke truthfully earlier. You do make trials ridiculous, Mr. Wright. Also, I remember the name of the show was Ridiculousness. And like an NES at the end, you know, like the game con. All right, not working. Trials proceed on one central assumption, namely that at the time of the incident, there were only 3 people in that there room. Well, this new evidence, shall we say, overturns that assumption. Problem is that you chose to conceal this information from the court. Well, you never asked. Suppose that is a problem, huh? Course adjourned for a brief recess. Gavin! I'll see you in my chamber during recess. Certainly, Your Honor. All right, then. See y'all in 20. Judge out. Well, that was frankly bizarre. What on earth, Gavin? What's happening?
That was quite unexpected, Mr. Wright. To suddenly claim there was another person at the scene of the crime like that. I must ask, is it the truth?
Well, now, I think you would know the answer to that.
What? Excuse me? Were you there, Gavin?
Being mysterious, are we?
Sadly, I've no time for mysteries. I'd only ask that you leave the defending to your defense in the future. Otherwise, I cannot guarantee the outcome.
I see you haven't mellowed out one bit, Christoph.
Oh, they know each other. Justice? Yeah. What's up? What's up? What's going on? The judge has summoned me to his chamber. So carry on without me.
What do you mean? Hey, you did well, Apollo.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure.
That locket you wear, is that really yours, Mr. Wright?
Wondering about the disappearing locket? Here, you can take a look. Let's picture my daughter in there.
Well?
Oh, she looks nothing like you. You got really dark brown hair, almost jet black.
I'm just surprised to hear you had a daughter.
Most people are. Perhaps you'll meet her one of these days.
One more question. The one who cheated that night, was it you?
What do you think?
Huh?
You know what happened 7 years ago? What I did. It's not unreasonable for you to think I might cheat.
I never, honest, 7 years ago? It is odd that he managed to go undefeated for 7 years.
Want to know something? There's only one game where you can be dealt bad cards all night and still win. Poker.
I don't get it.
You see, poker is all about reading your opponent. And that way, it's a lot like a court case.
Okay, poker is like law. Sure. I don't think you have to study for, poker exams, though.
Figure out what your opponent is thinking, and you win.
Well, yeah, but that's harder than it sounds.
I think not.
Man, screw you, Ace Attorney. What the dump? How you gonna spin this?
Try as they might to conceal it, everyone reveals their true thoughts in the end. Their body language become a valuable source of information.
You're kidding.
That witness, for instance, Miss Orley.
Oh, is that her tell?
She touched the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony.
Is that real? Hold up, now I'm tripping. Was that every time we had a press? No, I gotta go back and watch the footage. That's crazy.
Did you notice?
Honestly, no. Come on, who noticed that? Took some words out of my mouth, Apollo.
Words, habits, twitches. It's all information for the reading. That's the secret of winning. Apollo. Someone taught me. And now I pass the secret on to you.
But I'm not worthy. There's no way I'll pick up on these signals. Body language?
No, come on, you can do it.
You have a lot of faith in me. I think this is the first time we ever met.
You just don't know it yet.
What's he talking about?
But you will soon. Almost forgot. One more thing. About this case. You should know I haven't told the truth to anyone yet. Like the whole truth? What? I knew it! I have my reasons, of course. All should be revealed. And Apollo, I need you to be there defending me. I need your power. Dog, I'm gonna keep it real. I suck farts at this. I had no idea my cords of steel were that special. Oh my god. It's time. The real trial begins now. Do your best. My god. What am I supposed to say to that? Nah, that don't sound right, bro. Are you sure I have the right copy? I'm uncomfortable.